The Raptors continue to play these perfect tank games. They lose again last night, a 10:30 tip-off in LA against the Clippers on the front night of a back-to-back. They lose 105-103. So another tight game where they had a chance late but couldn't do it. But you saw so many, and then Blake Murphy, shout out to him, great tweet again. The Raptors are so fun for 47 minutes a night. They're now 1-5 in one or two possession games. So obviously we know this team down in the stretch in the fourth quarter just hasn't been any good. Yes, they had the comeback today, 33-24 in the fourth quarter last night, but when you're already down a bunch, the fake comeback doesn't mean a damn thing. And the Raptors did have it tied at one point. A botched layup from Emmanuel Quickley with the presence of Terrence Mann. And obviously the RJ Barrett layup that didn't go down as well. That's pretty tough to watch. But regardless, as I mentioned, a perfect tank game. You saw some very good positive signs from the Raptors, but they lost. And they are now 2-8 on the season. And I'm just going to tell you guys this. They are the only team in the Eastern Conference in the entire NBA with 8 losses already. Right? They are second last in all of the association in basketball. The only team below them right now is Philly. Now, once they get Embiid back, eventually, and hopefully things get better there, they'll get better and not be 1-7. You don't expect the Bucks to be 2-7 all season long. So Utah's 2-7, the Wizards are 2-5, but we're sitting here at 2-8. So perfect tank to start the season for this Raptor team, as we are now 10 games into the year and we are in full tank mode. It's crazy stuff. It is really, really crazy stuff. This is where we're at already, but it's understandable considering what this draft looks like and the talent level that's there. Now, let's get into this game itself. It started out not great, right? You're down 6 after one quarter of play. James Harden, by the way, had a fantastic game, 24, 12, and 7, and he has done a decent job. The percentages are quite low, but keeping the Clippers around. They're now 6-4. But a rough start, right? -6. But you win the second quarter by 1, so you're only stuck 5 at halftime. Again, the Raptors hung around for most of this game. The biggest lead that the Clippers did have was 14 at one point in this basketball game. They lose the third quarter by 6, 29-23. Again, the offense, right? We talk about it. 22 in the first, 25 in the second, 23 in the third. It wasn't all that great. Defensively, you only allowed 105, so it was much better. I thought RJ defensively looked great. I thought Grady looked better defensively today. And you win the fourth quarter, 33-24. You make it close, like I mentioned. You tie it at one point. A couple weird possessions late where you get Jakob Poeltl fouled going to the free throw line, which was kind of weird. Could anybody else get the inbound? Anybody else? I don't know. It's just very odd. But yeah, they had a chance late. Quickly has the layup botched. RJ misses the spin around layup there underneath the basket. I think those would have either tied the game or given them the lead at that point late in this basketball game, but they do not do it. They had some opportunities, right? The Clippers missed some free throws late, but you just couldn't take advantage and you lose by 2. It is what it is, right? We move on. But let's get to the player stats. RJ Barrett, kind of a slower game. Obviously, you knew with Emmanuel Quickley back in the lineup that he would get the ball a little bit less, but 13, 6, and 3 on 6 of 15 shooting. Missed both free throws he took. Again, that is something that continues to be a weird thing for RJ. His numbers on the season, what's he shooting? 71% from the line. So it hasn't been too bad this year. Must have been better recently. But 1 of 4 from 3, 2 steals and a block. Did have 4 turnovers. It was a -11 while he was on the floor. Ochai Agbaji, guys. How many times have we talked about it to start this season? If that dude can hit a corner 3 consistently, and it doesn't even seem like he's like just taking corner 3s. The confidence is up a little higher. 21. He was tied with Quickley for a game high, 21. He played 36 minutes. He played a team high, 36 minutes. 21, 7, and 3 for Ochai. 9 of 14 shooting, 3 of 6 from 3. Had 2 steals in the game, didn't turn the ball over, was a +2 in the ball game. And quietly, he's averaging 13 a game, shooting 56% from the field and 42% from 3. Now, obviously, it's more catch and shoot stuff. He's not creating for himself, but he's been great. He's been absolutely fantastic. And how old is he? 23? He's 24 years old. That's RJ. I'm like, it says birthplace, Toronto, Ontario. I'm like, that doesn't seem like Ochai. No, he's from Milwaukee, and he's only 24. Ochai's just really coming into his own right now in these first 10 games for the Raptors. And look, Jakob Poeltl, Kind of a rough one. 12 boards in the game, sure. 5 points, shot 1 of 6 and 3 of 6 from the free throw line. He played 30 minutes. Zubac had the double-double. I mean, he outplayed him pretty bad. So, really bad one for Yak. Emmanuel quickly, like I mentioned, first game back for him. 21, 3 and 4, shot 8 of 18, 2 of 2 from the line, 3 of 8 from 3, had a steal. It was good. And Grady Dick. We talk about defensively, how him and RJ were really good. The plus minuses tell the story there, right? RJ, we talked about, was a plus 11. Grady Dick, in the 34 minutes that he played, was a plus 13. Had 15 points, a couple assists, 5 of 12 shooting, 3 of 4 from the line, knocked down a couple threes, had a steal. Great stuff from him. And Chris Boucher continues off the bench to give you that spark. 14 and 6 on 6 of 12 shooting, 2 of 3 from the line, but did miss all 4 threes he took. We all know Chris Boucher is just a really streaky three-point shooter. That's just kind of what he's been his entire career. And at one point, he was hitting some threes recently. Had a couple of really big games because he was hitting the three. Let me try and find those actually for you. If game logs will load. There you go. Yeah, like last game against Sacramento, knocked down 3. And he only took 1 against Denver. Knocked down 4 against Sacramento. So he was 7 of 12 against the Sacramento Kings this year from distance. But then he had a stretch, right, against Philly. Was it Philly, Minnesota, and Denver? We went 0 of 10. And then obviously last night going 0 of 4. A rough one for Chris Boucher from distance, but did do a lot of energy plays as he always does. And Davion Mitchell off the bench, 7, 4, and 4, 2 and 9 from the field, 1 of 5 from 3. So a tough night offensively for him. And it was a tough night offensively for the entire team. And like I mentioned, you fall 105, 103 to the Los Angeles Clippers. So it is what it is. I'm not going to dwell on this thing too much, as we're probably not going to be doing that for most of the season. But the Raptors did turn the ball over 21 times last night. Right? What did they lead to? Points off of turnovers. Oh, that was turnovers. That was points off of turnovers. Was 21-14 in favor of the Raptors. So never mind, we won that battle. What am I talking about? Regardless, tonight. What day is it? All right, tonight, 9:30 tip-off. So an hour earlier than yesterday. Raptors not going anywhere. Well, I guess they're going down the street, wherever the hell the new arena is for the Clippers. They're going to the Staples Center. Yes, I'm going to call it the freaking Staples Center. 9:30 tip-off between the Raptors and the Lakers in LA. The Lakers are 5 and 4. Raptors obviously 2 and 8. Let's see what happens tonight. They going to give us another great Raptors loss, or are they going to get their teeth kicked in, or are they going to do a lot of things that this team has done in LA against the Clippers or the Lakers in recent years, and that is beat them. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Thank you guys so much for listening and watching. I really do appreciate it. If you enjoyed the video and enjoyed the loss, which is crazy for me to even say, hit that like button. Do appreciate that. Hit the subscribe button. You guys not done so already. Comment down below your thoughts on the video, thoughts on the game. Would you like, would you not like from last night's game for the Toronto Raptors? Twitter, Discord, Instagram, TikTok, all that stuff is down below. So follow up there if you haven't done so already. And I will talk to you guys Leafs Edition Tuesday, as they host the Ottawa Senators at Scotiabank Arena at 7 o'clock. And as for the Raptors, like we talked about, their next game is tonight. I'll be here, same spot, doing the video, 9:30 tip-off, Raptors, Lakers in LA at Crypto. Yeah, I'll say it. All right, so thank you guys so much for listening and watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and kind of the game last night. We'll talk to you guys then.